Hello viewers, welcome to Science TV for the brief news. My name is Edna Kaindi and our sign language interpreter doing the voicing is Wanjangede. And on our first item, the Kenyan government's push for universal health coverage, UHC, is gaining traction with the Taifa Care Support Center having handled more than 1 million calls since its launch less than a year ago. Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale toured the Nairobi-based facility on Tuesday to assess its progress in strengthening the country's healthcare system. The center operates the 147 toll-free line, which has become a crucial link connecting citizens, healthcare providers, and government in real time. According to the Ministry of Health, the center, powered by the Digital Health Agency, DHA, is a key component of the government's digital health strategy. And on to our next news item. President William Ruto on Wednesday hosted a breakfast meeting at State House, Nairobi, bringing together the Football Kenya Federation, FKF, and key players from the private sector. The meeting was convened to deliberate on the future of sports in the country and the critical role the private sector can play in its growth. Attendees included stakeholders from the media, leadership of FKF, officials from the Continental Football Governing Body, and other private sector representatives. The discussions focused on creating collaborative framework to elevate Kenyan sports through sustainable partnerships and increased investment. And moving on, former Chief Justice David Maraga has called on President William Ruto to immediately order the withdrawal of Jubaland forces from Mandera County, warning that their continued presence is a serious violation of Kenya's sovereignty. On Wednesday, Maraga said that reports of Jubaland forces operating within Mandera have raised profound constitutional, legal, and security concerns. He argued that foreign troops to operate freely in Kenyan soil sets a dangerous precedent that could embolden external actors to interfere with internal affairs and weaken the confidence of the citizens. And on to our next news item. Kisumu County is facing a potential health crisis as the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Pharmacy Board has issued a 7-day strike notice to the county government. In a statement signed by Brand Secretary Agri Nyabuti, the union cited a 2-month delay in salary payments and what it termed as discriminatory medical insurance practices against doctors as the primary reasons for the planned industrial action. Nyabuti stated that the prolonged delays in salary payments have caused serious financial and mental distress for doctors and their families. And on to our next news. 4 individuals have been charged with new offenses in connection with a SIM swap fraud case that targeted former OCS Samson Talam. The suspects are now set to face trial under a single court after their cases were consolidated. Initially, Brian Kiprotich Rono was the sole suspect. However, further investigations led to the addition of 3 more individuals: Dennis Masavi Musimi, James Mutemi, and Amos Nzomo Kimanzi. The prosecution alleges that 4 orchestrated the fraudulent SIM swap scheme that not only targeted Talam, but also swindled members of the public out of their money. That is all for the brief news. Thank you for watching Science TV. My name is Edna Kaindi, and our sign language interpreter is Wanjangeve. Have a good evening.